Get ready to feel the beat. Welcome to the 2025 Miss Oregon Scholarship Competition, where radiance meets rhythm. Tonight, we shine a spotlight on heart as the most dynamic and dazzling young women from across the vibrant state of Oregon take center stage. The music is rising, the lights are glowing, and we are ready to celebrate. Let the beat begin.
Yeah, it's at the time of our lives. Let's go. Ooh-wee. Ole, 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 oh. Ole, ole. Let's go, let's go. Ole, 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 oh. Ole, ole. Ole, 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 oh. Ole, ole. Yeah, yeah. Ole, 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 oh. Ole, ole. Let's celebrate. Yeah, been a good week, ready for the weekend. Yeah, we on fire. Yeah, we on fire. No, we don't sleep, jumping in the deep end. Gonna take us high. Gonna take us high. Got the fam and my friends, they a godsend. Let's make some moves. Let's make some moves. Good times, we ain't never gotta pretend. It's what we do. Let's go. It's the time of our lives. And we only got today. If tonight is the night, let's celebrate. Let's celebrate. Yeah. Let's celebrate. Let's celebrate. Don't nobody stop what we do when we came out to play. We came out to play. All good vibes, let's have us a good time. Let's just celebrate. Let's celebrate. Don't nobody stop what we do when we came out to play. We came out to play. All good vibes, let's have us a good time. Let's just celebrate. Let's celebrate. We stay fly, there's no need to hate us. We just win, they lost like they Vegas. Sound too good, we got to replay this. High on life, yeah, that is our status. It's the time of our lives, and we only got today. If tonight is the night, let's celebrate. Yeah, let's celebrate. Come on, come on. Let's celebrate. Let's celebrate. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's celebrate.
The beat is bold, the energy is electric. There's no holding back here in Seaside. Give it up for our 2025 Miss Oregon and Miss Oregon's team contestants.
A 23-year-old student from Oregon Institute of Technology, I am Peyton Hydrogo, Miss Klamath County. 26-year-old from Eastern Oregon University, I'm Quinn Earl, Coos County. A 21-year-old at Oregon State University, I am Lily Brown, Applegate Valley. A 24-year-old fourth-year medical student at Boston University School of Medicine, I'm Himani Sood, Evergreen. A 25-year-old Arizona State University online student, I am Alyssa DiFilippo with Southern Jewel. A 24-year-old graduate of Oregon State University with degrees in political science and French, I am Josie Karstensen, Miss Capital City. A 27-year-old graduate of Bushnell University, Kaylin Saladay, Tri-Valley. A 19-year-old student pilot at Leading Edge Flight Academy, I am Melanie Potter, Miss City of Sunshine. A 22-year-old graduate of Klamath Community College, Valerie O'Neill, Sierra Cascade. A student at New Hope Christian College studying pastoral studies, I am Maya Cash, Miss Lane County. A 21-year-old graduate from Harvard University, Next Stop Medical School, I am Maya Joyce, Sunstone. 27-year-old PhD student from Columbia University, I'm Catherine Wen, City of Bridges.
A 20-year-old student at Portland Community College, I am Zinnia Sarafin, City of Roses.
A 20-year-old student at Willamette University, I'm Kylie Jarnigan, Central Valley. A 24-year-old graduate from the University of Florida, I am Emily Kayalani Redling, Lynn Benson. A 22-year-old student at Oregon Tech, I am Jennifer Ibarra 23-year-old graduate from Oregon Institute of Technology, I am Bridget Vargas, Miss Meadowlark.
A 25-year-old graduate of George Fox University, I am Kendra Huntington, Majestic Lakes.
A 19-year-old pre-nursing student at Lane Community College, I am Kaylee Meyer, Southern Gem.
A 23-year-old at the University of Oregon, I'm Malia Morgan, Miss Emerald Valley.
A 26-year-old graduate from Southwestern Oregon Community College, I'm Lindsay Varga, Miss
Please
Pacific
welcome
Shores.
The beat is bold, the energy is electric.
Freshman at Lower Columbia College, I'm Millie McCalvin, York Clatsop County.
A 20-year-old studying at the University of Oregon, my name is Jalissa Landeros, Umpqua Valley. A 27-year-old medical student at Oregon Health and Science University, I am Kara Way, Portland Metro. An 18-year-old student at Umpqua Community College, I am Haley Gordon, Miss Douglas County. A 24-year-old graduate of the University of South Carolina, I am Sarah White, Northwestern.
Please welcome your MCs this evening, Miss Oregon 2015, Alexis Wallace, and from KGW News at Sunrise, Drew Carney.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Let me start by asking you, how's everyone feeling on this Saturday night? I didn't say Wednesday night. How's everyone feeling on this Saturday night? Come on, let's go. It sounded like you guys have some favorites that have already walked across the stage. So if you really, really love someone who's on the stage tonight, let me hear from you right now. Only thing I'll say to start is, it is not easy being the ugliest person on stage throughout the course of the evening. But that is what I'm doing tonight. Happy to MC along with Allie. We are going to do a lot here over the next couple of hours. Not only awarding the next Miss Oregon crowns, ladies and gentlemen, but we are also going to award scholarship money. $130,000 worth of scholarships, awards, and prizes.
We've been moving to the beat all week long here at our beautiful home of Seaside, Oregon. Our 2025 class of delegates has been competing in preliminary competitions, starting with private interviews earlier this week. Throughout tonight's stellar festivities, the top 11 Miss Delegates will recompete in onstage question, health and fitness, evening gown, and talent. Each moment a testament to their radiance, resilience, and rhythm.
All right, first order of business. I mean, we're getting right down to it here, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to welcome our top 11 Miss finalists. For starters, let's welcome all of our delegates back up here to the stage, please. We're also going to need the envelope for our top 11, please.
One of our top 11 finalists is the Heart of Oregon People's Choice winner, but we won't be announcing those results until the end of the show. So for now, enjoy the ride as we announce our Miss finalists in random order.
All right. We don't have to seal the envelope every time. It just makes it harder to open up, right? First one we're calling out is Josie Karstensen, Marion Polk County. Was that too quick? Did I announce that too quickly? I'm sorry.
Next up, City of Roses, Zinnia Sirachman.
Northwestern represented here tonight, Sarah White.
Lynn Benton, Emily Redling.
Coos County in the house. How about it for Quinn Earl?
Lane County, Maya Cash.
Representing City of Bridges, Catherine Wynn.
Ooh, we're getting towards the end of the list. I'm getting a little bit nervous. What about you?
Should we take a break? We'll be right
Yeah,
back.
we'll be right back. All right, next up, Southern Jewel, Alyssa DiFilippo.
All right, next up, 3 to go. How about it for Sunstone, Maya Joyce?
All right, 2 left. Who do we think it is? Let's hear it, audience. Who do you think we need to put up here next? All right.
Some of you are right. Others?
Next up, Portland Metro, Carol Way.
All right, one more name. So many names deserve to be called here, but we can only call one more name, ladies and gentlemen, and it is representing Emerald Valley, Malia Morgan. As we cheer on our 11 finalists, can I also hear a huge round of applause for all the other delegates up here on the stage tonight, ladies and gentlemen? We are absolutely so proud of each and every one of you, ladies. Thank you for all being here.
And now let's give a round of applause to our top 11 Miss finalists. Who will be crowned Miss Oregon 2025? Let's hear it.
I'm sorry. What? Pardon me. Who? We shall see, right? We shall see, ladies and gentlemen.
The Miss America and Miss Oregon organizations empower young women to turn their talents, voices, and passions into meaningful impact. As role models, our title holders are leaders of their generation using intelligence and heart to connect with communities across Oregon and beyond. One incredible woman has done just that, our current Miss Oregon's teen. Please stand and welcome Miss Oregon's teen 2024, Kendall Ray Bartz.
Somebody named me, muted my own microphone. How about another round of applause one more time? Can we keep it going? Big thank you to Kendall Ray. We will see more of her throughout the course of the evening. Right now, though, we are going to welcome back to the stage all of our 2025 teen delegates, ladies and gentlemen, joining us from every corner of the state of Oregon. Let's welcome them back up to the stage with a big round of applause.
A 17-year homeschool student, I am Tessa Benelli Sandquist, representing Lynn Benton. An 18-year-old freshman at Arizona State University, I am Alicia Miguel Cloninger, Clatsop County. A 17-year-old senior at Marshfield High School, I am Mila Johnson, Coos County. A 16-year-old senior at Sunset High School, I am Abby Taylor, Evergreen.
A 17-year-old freshman at Umpqua Community College, I am Ariana Van Houten Sunstone.
An 18-year-old freshman at Chapman University, I am Amar Young Marion Polk. A 15-year-old sophomore at Astoria High School, my name is Shaylin Bangs, Southern Gem.
A 17-year-old senior at Mazama High School, I'm Tanaya Cherrick, Klamath County.
A 16-year-old junior at Roseburg High School, Paisley Woodley, Douglas County. A 17-year-old senior at Scappoose High School, I am M. Deggerness, City of Bridges.
A 17-year-old senior at Henley High School, I am Jaden Riley, City of Sunshine.
A 15-year-old sophomore at Cresswell High School, I am Molly Silvernagle, Lane County. A 14-year-old sophomore at Roseburg High School, I'm Easton Bustamante, Umpqua Valley.
A 50-year-old sophomore at St. Helens High School, I am Annabelle Miguel Cloninger, Central Valley.
A 17-year-old senior from Tillamook High School, I'm Bridget Allen, North Coast.
A 16-year-old junior at Klamath Union High School, I'm Seattle Trejo, Southern Jewel. A 17-year-old senior at Oregon City High School, I am Mila Pearl, Portland Metro.
An 18-year-old freshman at Southwestern Oregon Community College, I am Erica Akers, Pacific Shores. A 17-year-old incoming freshman at the University of Oregon, your City of Roses teen, I am Fallon McManus.
How about a big round of applause one more time for all of our teen delegates here tonight? And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to ask our 9 finalists to step up here front and center. It's actually time to go from 9 down to 5. Our top 5 teen finalists. We're going to see who is closer to getting the crown here this evening. For that, we need another envelope. We have the envelope. Now I must open the envelope.
This is the nerve-wracking part. I'm always nervous for this part. All right, audience, who do you think's making it into the top 5? Let's hear it. Let's hear it. The first teen finalist in our top 5 is Miss City of Bridges, M. Deggerness.
Next up, Miss Southern Teen Shaylin Bangs.
Miss Evergreen Teen, Abby Taylor.
Miss Southern Jewels Teen, Seattle Trejo.
All right, last one. Who do you guys think it's going to be? Let's hear it. All right, the last name on the list is Miss Portland Metro's teen, Mila Pearl. Congratulations to our top 5 teen finalists that are vying for the title of Miss Oregon Teen 2025. Ladies, you may exit the stage and we will move on to the first phase of competition for our Miss finalists.
In order to get into this next phase of the competition, we need to welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, all of our finalists back to center stage for a little question and answer session. So we're going to have all of our finalists, our Miss finalists, come back up here, front and center, and we're going to have individual questions, random questions that they will pick themselves by choosing numbers out of this bowl. I'm going to leave the questioning up to Allie. The answers, of course, will come from the delegates. Feel free to cheer loudly and proudly for the delegate you want to see win most. Are we ready for a little Q&A, Allie?
Oh, I'm ready.
All right.
All right, thank you, Drew. Could I get a list of those
Oh, yes. How about that?
finalist names, actually?
I was like, what do you
I've
need?
got the
I knew you needed
questions.
something.
All right, let's begin with our first finalist, Marion Pope, Josie Carstensen. Hi, Josie. Please take a number out of the bowl.
Number 6, please.
All right. True success often involves failure. Tell us about a time you failed forward.
I think in this lifetime, we're often presented with challenges. And recently, I was diagnosed with cancer, and that was a big hurdle for me to overcome. But the hardest part was earlier today, we had our Shining Stars party, and I met young Ileana, who was just diagnosed. Working with her to push past that challenge so that she can fail upwards was a conversation we were able to have, talking about moving beyond your diagnosis. Because when survivors are able to explore more of their personality, more of what makes them passionate, that is what is going to help them fail forwards. Thank you.
Thank you, Josie. Up next, City of Roses, Zinnia Sarakman. Hi, Zinnia. Please take a number. Number 1. Style is personal, but also public. How do you balance staying true to yourself while representing the crown?
One of the things that I think about when talking about Miss America style is how you carry yourself and your personality. Style is not about how you style your hair, do your makeup, but it's about how you carry yourself as a person. On my social media page, I have stuff that's title holder related as well as my own personal life. I never feel that as a title holder, I have to make myself be someone that I'm not. I gained this title because I truly am who myself. Thank you.
Thank you, Zinnia. We have Northwestern, Sarah White. Hi, Sarah.
Hi. Got number 5.
5. All right. How would you help young people see service as something empowering, not just expected?
So young people, so many of us have this vision for the future and what we think that the world can be. I know all the teens and the young people that I talk to, they see so much that they want to change in the world. Service is our opportunity to take action on that change. So when we're talking to young people and talking about service, we want to talk about, hey, what's your vision for the future? You're going to be here for a long, long time. So what do you want to see change? Service is the way that you can do that.
Thank you, Sarah. Lynn Benton, Emily Redling. Hi, Emily. Please pick a number. 2. All right. What's a way you've used your accomplishments in education to create real-world impact?
Looking at the statistics, 4% of our student population in Oregon is homeless, and about 50% of this population is chronically absent. I've been able to use my accomplishments to encourage them to alleviate their educational barriers and show them through shared experience that they can rise up and they can accomplish great things like graduating high school. I know that I was told that I was expected not to graduate high school, and I did. And now I'm a graduate of one of the top public universities in the nation. And I know that I will be able to use this title to encourage even more students in our state to be able to rise up and accomplish great things.
Thank you, Emily. Coos County, Quinn Earl. Hi, Quinn. Please take a number.
12.
All right, number 12. Style is one of the 4 pillars of the Miss America brand, yet it's often misunderstood. How would you help people see it as more than just fashion?
It's definitely more than just fashion. It's your attitude and how you present yourself. It's passion, it's purpose, and the overall effect you have on people. That is how you represent style as yourself, as Miss Oregon, as Miss America. Thank you.
Thank you. Up next, Lane County, Maya Cash. Hi, Maya. Please take a number.
Number 8, please.
Number 8. How have you helped create sisterhood within this competition?
When I first entered this pageant, and although this is my first year competing, I did not understand the meaning behind true sisterhood. Through bonding with the women this week, I have realized that these women are here to empower one another. And as a state title holder, I would encourage young women to form bonds with one another and build each other up, because there are too many people breaking down women daily. We need to be people that build one another up. Thank you.
Thank you. City of Bridges, Catherine Wynn. Hi, Catherine. Please take a number. Number 9. Service is a core value of this program. How would you promote the impact of volunteerism as part of the Miss America brand?
I truly believe that none of us have gotten anywhere we have without the help of someone else. This is really true for me as someone who's not only a PhD student, but I've devoted my life to serving others. As a really big 23rd grader, I've devoted myself to my students, my community, and something that really resonates with me is the foundation of this organization of not only helping my sisters, but the community around us.
Thank you, Catherine. Southern Jewel, Alyssa DiFilippo. Hi, Alyssa. Please take a number.
Number 7, please.
Number 7. How can the Miss America brand stay relevant in a fast-changing world?
Miss America has always been relevant, and that is because of the impact that it has on all of us girls that are competing here today. I have earned over $12,000 in scholarships, and if that is not relevant, then I don't know what is, because I would not have been able to go to school without the empowerment of this program. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Alyssa. Sunstone, Maya Cash. Oh, sorry, Maya Joyce. I'm so sorry, Maya.
Number 11.
Number 11. Many people still see this as just a pageant. How would you reframe the conversation to highlight its focus on service and leadership?
This is an organization that truly lifts up and empowers women. When I began in this organization as a teen 6 years ago, I had no idea what was in store for me. But today I stand here a graduate of my dream university, a direct product of the skills and the life lessons I've obtained through this organization. This program lifts up and empowers women to be able to serve our communities and lead those around us so that together we can reach a better tomorrow.
Thank you, Maya. Portland Metro, Carol Way. Hi, Carol. Please pick a number. We've got 10. Success in this program looks different for everyone. How would you share your version of success to encourage others to get involved?
I would share the story I've held in my heart since I was a young girl. I'm a first generation Burmese Karen American. My family fled Myanmar to escape military dictatorship so they could practice the freedom of religion and practice the belief of Christianity. In that nation, there are only 5% of Christians, and they are persecuted daily, imprisoned. My story is a success story, and my story is a scholarship story because as my father washed dishes and my mother swept floors, I was able to pursue an education here in the United States, vying after every opportunity, chasing every dream in the land of dreams, where dreams can be, in the state where she flies with her own wings. And I would encourage them that if the daughter of a dishwasher can become a doctor, you can become whoever you want to be in America and in Oregon, the state of opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, Carol. And rounding out our top 11, Emerald Valley, Malia Morgan.
Number 3, please.
The scholarship dollars in this program are life-changing. How would you highlight the scholarship benefits of this program to recruit more young women?
Absolutely. When I first joined this organization, I didn't realize how impactful the scholarship dollars would be. I had to put my education on hold because I didn't have the scholarships, the money to go back to school. And now being a part of this organization, I am able to pursue my degree in psychology and bring real mental health tools into my community, into my child care centers, so that we can all reach for our goals and rise up together. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Malia. And that wraps up the first phase of competition for our Miss finalists. Congratulations, ladies.
I thought for a second they were clapping for me coming back on, but they were probably clapping for the contestants still, weren't they?
I think it might have been a joint clap, right?
You guys having a good time so far? How about that? We'll clap to a good time so far. We have a little bit to go here, lots of fun on the way, but we do want to acknowledge a few people who are joining us here tonight. For starters, let me remind you the Miss Oregon competition and the scholarship program has had really an exciting week and an exciting weekend here in Seaside. Lots of great moments right here at the Seaside Civic and Convention Center, and of course throughout the town of Seaside. So how about a shout out to Seaside, a clap for them right here, all the good people of Seaside. Ooh. And if you're out there taking pictures, I know you are. I know some of the delegates are. If you're taking pictures, we hope you share them on your social media pages. Definitely tag the Miss Oregon competition. Great photos is what we want to see after this weekend.
To stay updated and engaged with Miss Oregon after tonight, scan the QR code on stage to follow the Miss Oregon social platforms on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. Join the lively community of supporters and cheer on your favorite delegates throughout the week using hashtags Feel the Beat and Miss Oregon 2025.
All right, and now we'll put their hands together for the panel of judges that we have here with us tonight. Toughest job in the building. Can we get a round of applause for the judges? We have 5 in all. They have taken on this, I'll say, monumental task, right, of selecting the delegates who will wear the crown with grace and radiance.
Please welcome our first judge, Amanda Florin. Amanda is a seasoned HR leader with over a decade of experience in leadership development and currently serving as the Senior Program Manager at Sony Pictures and Crunchyroll. A University of Oregon alum with an MBA from George Fox, she brings a people-first approach to global talent initiatives. Amanda has volunteered with organizations like Goodwill, Big Brothers Big Sisters, and Children's Miracle Network hospitals. A former Miss Oregon's Outstanding Teen in 2009, she's thrilled to return to the Miss Oregon family as a judge this year. Amanda and her husband, Jonathan, are expecting their first child this fall. Welcome, Amanda.
Did you bring your first child with you tonight? That was cool. That was cool. Special extra guest. All right, next judge, Jessica Cleaver, ladies and gentlemen. How about a round of applause for Jessica? And I'll tell you all about her. Jessica is the Assistant Dean of Admissions at Willamette University College of Law, where she advises pre-law students and leads recruitment efforts. With 18 years in education and nonprofit work, she has led programs like AmeriCorps, Salem Teen Court, the Oregon Dairy Princess Program. Got milk? A proud Oregonian, longtime dance team judge, Jessica is passionate about student success. She's passionate about community service and mentorship. We are thrilled to have her on the 2025 Judges Panel. Jessica, thank you again.
Tiana Dawson is a proud native of Astoria, Oregon, and a local business owner with over 25 years of experience. Together with her business partner and uncle, Paul Flewis, she operates T. Paul's Supper Club in Astoria. Tiana has dedicated her career not only to building community through food, but also to mentoring hundreds of local youth, instilling in them work ethic, self-confidence, and a sense of humor along the way. Outside of her bustling work life, Tiona is a devoted mother to two children who she considers her greatest achievements. In her rare moments of downtime, she enjoys gardening, cooking, and time with family and friends. Thank you, Tiana.
All right, next judge sitting in the middle of that back table, Darren Campbell, ladies and gentlemen. How about it for Darren? Darren is executive director of a great organization called Working Dogs Oregon. It's a nonprofit organization that expertly trains comfort and service dogs and provides them at no cost to law enforcement and veterans all across the state of Oregon. Beyond that work, he also chairs Portland's Transportation Advisory Committee and sits on the Portland Rose Festival's Foundation Board, contributing to events like Fleet Week and, of course, the Starlight Parade. A lifelong and proud Oregonian, also a proud Ducks fan, I do believe. Is that true, Darren? He's also the youngest son of Carlin Matson Campbell, Miss Oregon 1959. Yeah, woo, how about it? Darren's greatest passion is connecting those comfort dogs we mentioned a moment ago with those who need them most and strengthening his community every step of the way. One more time, big thank you to Darren.
And please welcome our final judge, Adriana David. Adriana is a New York-based actor, model, and philanthropist who made history by winning both Miss Maryland 2017 and Miss Maryland USA 2017 and Miss Maryland for the Miss America program in 2018. With credits on CBS, HBO, Netflix, and Fox, she's also graced the pages of Harper's Bazaar and Marie Claire. As co-founder of Charities Angels, she's helped raise over $2 million for causes like Juliana's Hope and the Kidney Project. A former world champion cheerleader, Adriana now leads ACD coaching, empowering women in personal branding, public speaking, and presence. We're thrilled to have her with us tonight. Thank you, Adriana. And serving as the auditors for the Miss Oregon Scholarship Program are Brooklyn Dunham from Columbia Memorial Hospital and Misty Pickle from the Oregon Department of Human Services.
One more time, you can keep that applause going to all of our esteemed officials who volunteered here this week to help out the Miss Oregon Scholarship Program. We thank you all so very, very much. Now, before we begin the competition for Miss Oregon, we would like to take a moment to dedicate this year's ceremony and program to a forever Miss Oregon who has really left an indelible mark on the entire community.
This year, we dedicate this program to the memory of Carlin Matson Campbell, Miss Oregon 1959, who passed away on January 14th, 2025. Carlin was a cherished part of the Miss Oregon family, known for her kindness, strength, and unwavering support of the Miss Oregon Scholarship Program. Her warm presence and love for this program touched everyone she met. She was a devoted wife, mother, grandmother, great-grandmother, and friend, leaving behind a legacy of love, cherished memories. We're honored to have her youngest son, Darren Campbell, as one of our judges this year as we celebrate her memory. Our thoughts are with Carlin's family and loved ones. She is deeply missed, but her spirit will always be part of the Miss Oregon family. This week, we have dedicated the 2025 pageant to her memory, and in the most fitting tribute of all, The newly crowned Miss Oregon will receive a $15,000 scholarship in Carlin's name, ensuring her legacy of love, generosity continues to lift young women for years to come.
Darren, we thank you again for sharing your mom with us all those years. We really appreciate you being here tonight as well. All right. We are now going to step into the next phase of competition, ladies and gentlemen. Before that, though, the Miss Oregon Scholarship Program is proud to reintroduce you, if you will, to some pint-sized ladies. Can I say that?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yes, definitely. They are pint-sized. Some of them very, very pint.
Okay, we've got some pint-sized ladies that are going to come out here and entertain you wearing dresses, very sparkly dresses from Sparkly Gowns. Big shout out to the owner of Sparkly Gowns, Fabiola. We thank Fabiola for helping us out this year. So how about that big round of applause right now for the Shining Stars with a performance just for you.
At night, when you turn off all the lights, there's no place that you can hide. No, no, the rhythm is gonna get you. In there, from the covers on your head, you pretend like you are dead. I know it, the rhythm is gonna get you. 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 Rhythm is gonna get you tonight. No way. You can fight it every day. But no matter what you say, you know it. The rhythm is gonna get you. No clue of what's happening to you. But before this night is through, oh baby, the rhythm is gonna get you. 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 Rhythm is gonna get you tonight. Oh, yeah. Rhythm is gonna get you. The rhythm is gonna get you. Rhythm is gonna get you. Rhythm is gonna get you.
Was that not just precious or what? One more time for our Shining Stars. Great job, girls. The Shining Stars participated in their very own People's Choice contest. The People's Choice recipient and winner of this beautiful Rebel Athletics backpack and cash award is on this paper right here.
You got your hands full.
I know, a lot going on. But it matches my dress so well, so I had to carry it out, you know.
You have to actually give it back to one of the girls.
Well, I was thinking maybe it's like one of those
No.
like clothing trains we switch off each week. It might
They
be hard to
want it right now.
I'm sure that. All right, the winner of our Shining Star People's Choice is Brinley Snyder. You like it? Can I borrow it?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay, thank you. No wonder she won.
Can I check some? Can I borrow it too, or no? Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
All right.
See, I told you this would work out perfect.
Doesn't judge. Thank you very much. Good job. Congratulations. Big round of applause.
Thank you to all of our shining stars for joining us this weekend. We hope you enjoyed your time here at Miss Oregon.
I thought for sure you were going to get the yes and I was going to get the no, but she surprised me.
I
That's why
know.
she's a winner.
I know. I guess so.
All right, should we get back to the competition here, ladies and gentlemen? Ooh, you want to see some competition? It's about to get hot, this competition, I tell you. It's time for the fit competition, okay? The Miss America Fit Health and Fitness competition is what we're going to bring to you next right here on the stage. Each delegate is going to be representing the official Miss America Opportunity Fitness sponsor. We mentioned it just a moment ago, Rebel Athletics. With this phase of the competition, the judges are really going to be able to zero in on the presence, the personality, the energy, the vitality on stage of our delegates. So let's go, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for a little fitness competition.
We begin with our first finalist, Marion Pope, Josie Carstensen. City of Roses, Zinnia Sarakman. City of Roses, Northwestern, Sarah White. Lynn Benton, Emily Redling. Coos County, Quinn Earl. Lane County, Maya Cash. City of Bridges, Catherine Wynn. Southern Jewel, Alyssa DiFilippo. Sunstone, Maya Joyce. Portland Metro, Carol Way. Emerald Valley, Malia Morgan. And that completes tonight's health and fitness competition. Let's give them another round of applause. And please welcome back to the stage our top 5 teen finalists and my co-host, Drew Carney. Oh, we need a warmer welcome than that. Let's hear it. We're bringing our top 5 finalists out here.
All right, finalists, are you ready for this next phase of the competition? This is the Q&A phase for the teen finalists. We're going to have the conversation segment where our judges can really zero in, once again, just like we did earlier with the Miss Oregon competition. They're going to see how they handle composure in these final minutes of competition and determine who will be the best delegate for the job. This time I get to answer the questions.
Yes.
And I've got some tough ones here. Tough questions. They're going to pull numbers again randomly out of this bowl as I call their names, and we will ask the questions. So, first up, in the same order we announced the teen top 5 earlier tonight, starting with Miss City of Bridges, M. Daggerness. In my opinion, the most difficult last name to say in the competition, but did I get it right? That's your first question.
Yes, you did.
All right, we're off and we're rolling. What number did you pick?
1.
Number 1. I I have a list of 5 questions. You took the first one off the board. Here it comes. As Miss Oregon's teen, you will likely need to speak to both small and large groups. Can you tell us about a time that you had to talk to a group and how you made sure that they understood everything you were saying?
Absolutely. So I do professional theater in the Portland metro area, which means I speak to large crowds, often bigger than this, bi-weekly, almost weekly. And I handle it by, my training, my professional training, and enunciation. It's really enunciation. We do have a warm-up in choir called the tip of the tongue.
Oh, I should probably learn that.
Absolutely.
You want to teach it to me?
Not right now. I will later.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
I could use it right now. How about it, ladies and gentlemen? Terrific answer. From our, I'm going to get it right again. City of Bridges teen, M. Daggerness. All right, where are we going next? How about we go to Miss Southern Gems teen, Shaylin Bangs, ladies and gentlemen.
I got question number 3.
Yes, you did. All right, question number 3 coming your way. We want more people to know about how, or pardon, let me make sure I get my part right. We want to make sure, and we want people to know about how to get involved with this program, the same one you're competing in. What fun ideas do you have to get your community excited about Miss Oregon's teen?
I believe there are 2 ways that we can really advertise this program and really get people excited about it. One is utilizing social media, because I do have to admit, as a teenager and young adults, we are on social media a lot, guys. So by utilizing social media and showing what this program really has to offer, like I'm doing my talent on the stage, I'm tap dancing, I'm doing public speaking, and I learned so much through interview. But another way is by utilizing community connections, by being active in the community and putting not only my name out there, but the brand's name out there as well. That is very, very important. Thank you.
Shaylin Bangs, ladies and gentlemen. Great job, Shaylin. I will point out, I don't think we've seen one teenager pull out a cell phone yet during this entire competition tonight. So that deserves a round of applause too. All right, next up for the questioning, Miss Evergreen's teen, Abby Taylor.
At number 2.
Abby gets number 2. Here it is. Kind of along those last lines. Everyone is online. Let's start with that. Everyone is online these days, including a lot of potential contestants for this program. How would you use social media in a good way to recruit local contestants for state teen contests?
I think using social media is a great plan. Everyone is on social media, as we've been talking about, really putting out the positive parts of this program, because I believe there's no negative parts about this program. Having talent competition, on-stage question, you learn so many things about yourself in this competition. So putting those parts out there, putting scholarship out there, I think almost everyone wants scholarship money. I mean, I certainly do. So putting that out there too, and just really making sure that the public knows what this competition is about. Thank you.
Abby Taylor. Great job, Abby. And then there were 2. Next up, Miss Southern Jules teen, Seattle Trejo. You still get to choose, but our last contestant doesn't. She's stuck with whatever's left. What do you got?
Question number 5.
All right, here we go. Number 5 is this. Oregon has both big cities and small towns. How would you make sure you represent everyone in the state as Miss Oregon's teen?
I believe visiting every county is important. I personally live in Klamath County, and I've advertised my CSI locally by talking to principals and vice principals in schools locally. And as Miss Oregon's teen, I would advertise and promote my CSI in every county. I would go personally to principals and school leaders, even school districts, and advertise for my CSI, which is promoting cell phone bans in classrooms. Thank you.
Let's hear it one more time for Seattle Trejo. Great work. One more question to go, one more contestant. Let's officially introduce back to the front of the stage, Miss Portland Metro's teen, Mila Pearl. We're going to make you go through the rigmarole of actually picking a number. You're left with number 4.
I suppose I'll take number 4.
All right, you're getting 4. It was meant for you. Here it comes. As Miss Oregon's teen, you will be a role model, someone other kids will look up to. How would you use this opportunity to help and inspire your generation?
Yes. So I, growing up, was a mixed girl and didn't have a lot of representation. So choosing to go through my pageant story with my natural hair and talking about how I own my identity is super powerful to me, and I know that a lot of young girls out there are going to benefit from this. I bring such a diverse background to this position as Miss Oregon's teen. I'm going to show girls that it's okay to be who you are because you can still get what you want. Thank you.
Mila Pearl. How about one more round of applause for our 5 finalists here tonight? Fantastically answering all 5 of those questions. And now the pressure's off for you guys. It's up to the judges. With that, we have completed the competition for this year's Miss Oregon's Teen. Congratulations one more time to not just these 5, but all of our delegates. Yeah, big round of applause. Final scores will be tallied as we move through the evening here tonight. In just maybe about 40 minutes from now, we will announce the winner of this year's Miss Oregon's Teen. All right. Having completed that part of the program, we're going to clear the stage off a little bit. I'm going to welcome my co-host back out here to the stage. How about Allie Wallace, ladies and gentlemen? What kind of job is she doing tonight? Fantastic. Do you agree? We're also going to welcome back all the teen delegates because we have a few special awards that we're going to announce right here, right now.
We would like to take this time to announce additional special awards and give away more scholarships. We will welcome back all of our delegates back onto the stage. And may we have the envelope, please? All right. First, we would like to recognize our Teen Heart of Oregon's People's Choice winner. As mentioned before, one of our teen finalists was the Heart of Oregon winner, and she is Miss Umpqua Valley's teen, Easton Bustamante.
All right, I know that you had a luncheon yesterday, and there were some awards given out during that luncheon. We're going to talk about the Community Service Initiative Scholarship now, ladies and gentlemen. Can you tell me, since I wasn't there, could you tell me a little bit about the brunch?
I was also not there, but I will tell you a little bit about the brunch. We heard from our 3 teen finalists about the initiatives they have chosen to advocate for. A preliminary panel of judges reviewed the applicant's paperwork, volunteer activity, and a letter of recommendation and provided a composite score for them as they moved into today's live competition. Their preliminary score was worth 50% of their total, with the other half coming from this morning's competition.
All right, there you go. There's the explanation. Now we're going to ask the 3 finalists, they know who they are, to step forward. Can we have the 3 finalists stepping forward for the Community Service Initiative Scholarship? Each of them, by the way, the exciting news here is that each of them will actually receive a scholarship for being a finalist. We do want to make sure we thank our Community Service Scholarship sponsor, longtime Miss Oregon volunteer, Shannon Sebastian. We thank you very much. All right. I'll announce third, then second, then first. Third place award winner, receiving a $100 scholarship. City of Roses teen, Fallon McManus. She really likes to go by Fallon McManus. Fallon, congratulations. All right, second place. Coos County's teen, Mila Johnson.
Mila is receiving a $250 scholarship.
And that leaves our first place award winner receiving a $500 scholarship. Ladies and gentlemen, Southern Gems teen, Shaylin Bangs.
All right, our final special award for our teen delegates is for our 2025 Congeniality winner. This award is voted on by the other delegates, and the winner of this award and recipient of a $500 scholarship in honor of Sophia Takla, Miss Oregon 2022 is Southern Jewels teen, Seattle Trejo. And that concludes awards for our teens, our special awards for our teens. Congratulations, ladies. You may exit the stage.
All right. Some more scholarships handed out, which is fantastic to see, but it's now time to move into the next phase of competition for our Miss finalists. So with that in mind, the top 11 finalist talent presentations are going to come your way next. These, by the way, will account for 20% of their overall score tonight.
To conduct the talent phase of the competition this evening, we welcome Miss Oregon's Teen 2023 and my co-host during the preliminary week, Lena Laracy. Take it away, Lena.
Thank you both. We will now move into this next phase of competition for our finals. The talent presentations will account for 20% of their score tonight. The Miss have been preparing backstage, and we will now start with the first finalist. With a passion for storytelling through song, our next contestant combines the heart of country music with the grace of opera, performing They Won't Let You in the Opera If You're a Country Star. Please welcome to the stage, Miss Miriam Polk, Josie Carstensen.
Well, I was born down in Georgia, but Georgia wasn't good enough for me. I'd sing country songs for them, but my heart sank overwhelmed, and it didn't help. We moved to Tennessee. So I headed to the Met at NYC. When a voice boomed from the house, all those tassels on your blouse, I can tell you've got to twang and play guitar. I bet they loved you in the South, but please don't open your mouth. We can't let you in the opera if you're a country star. Till I charmed this old blowhard who was half a Juilliard. Said my singing was so beautiful he cried. Then I felt my heartbeat hop, and I heard his heartbeat stop. He said, "Welcome to the opera," and then he up and died. But I'll sing opera one day. It's like Opry with an A, 'cause what you do ain't always who you are. So if you find your heart is set on both Memphis and the Met, just know you can still sing opera if you're a country star. Hi!
Thank you, Josie. The Miss Oregon Scholarship Program would not be possible without the support of generous sponsors and partners, both nationally and locally. One of our premier sponsors knows just how to capture best the essence of these delegates through his lens. All of the fantastic headshots and action shots for Miss Oregon have been captured by Chris Montgomery of Believe Photography. Thank you so much, Chris, for your artistic touch and ability to capture the personality of each of our delegates. We are so thankful for your support of the Miss Oregon Scholarship Program. Thank you, Believe Photography. From concussions to torn knee muscles, strength, endurance, and agility are all components of a great wrestler. Demonstrating those abilities with her dummy, Mr. Medford, is Miss City of Roses, Zania Sarakman.
Did you know that women's wrestling is the fastest growing sport in the United States at the high school level? Did you also know that 47 out of the 50 states have women's wrestling sanctioned? That means that they can have the state tournament. All 50 states should be sanctioned, allowing young girls to grow up and become state champions. This happens by advocating and demonstrating, which my partner and I, Mr. Medford, say hi, Mr. Medford. We'll be demonstrating some of the moves I learned in my many years of competing. But first, let's get warmed up and do a little bit of single stuff by ourselves. So, shot, shot, sprawl, shot, up now. Now let's bring in Mr. Medford. I sure worked up a sweat. I don't know if that was just me or him. Probably just me. All right. Now we all have to say bye to Mr. Medford.
Thank you, Zania. And thank you to Lucia Isabel Collection for being a valued swag bag sponsor and red carpet market vendor. Lucia Isabel, located in Hillsborough, offers a stunning selection of wedding, prom, pageant, and quinceanera dresses. Visit luciaisabel.com or visit their booth in the red carpet market to explore their beautiful collection of gowns and book your appointment for your next special occasion. Our next delegate takes the stage with high energy, precision, and a flair for showmanship. Performing to fabulous feet, she brings a classic style to life with her fast footwork, sparkling charisma, and synchronized elegance. Get ready for a dazzling dance number that celebrates rhythm, glamour, and the joy of performance from Northwestern, Sarah White. Thank you, Sarah. Beyonce is not the only Queen Bee. Brooke Painter of Queen Bee Boutique is here to dazzle. You may have noticed the sparkling earrings that each of our delegates wore during the opening number production, along with the stunning jewels worn throughout the week. Queen Bee Boutique is your go-to for all pageant wardrobe needs, adding that perfect touch of sparkle and glamour. Thank you, Brooke and Queen Bee Boutique. Bling it on. In the face of adversity, we each hold the power to rise with courage, hope, and unshakable determination. Tonight, sharing a powerful message of resilience through her rendition of Andrew Day's inspirational anthem, Rise Up, is Emily Kailani Redling Lynn Benton.
Silence is quiet, and it feels like it's getting hard to breathe. I know you feel like dying, but I promise we'll take the world to its feet and move mountains. And I'll rise like the day, and I'll rise up, rise unafraid, I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. We And I'll do it 1,000 times again. Rise up, high like the waves, oh rise up, in spite of the ache. And I'll do it 1,000 times again.
Thank you, Emily. A huge shout out to our incredible sponsor, Pageantry by Chris. We are thrilled to have Chris Saltalamacchio on our Miss America prep team, bringing his expertise and passion for pageantry to our contestants. Pageantry by Chris is renowned for transforming dreams into reality. Chris's dedication to perfection and his eye for elegance have helped countless individuals shine on stage and beyond. Thank you, Pageantry by Chris, for your generous support and for helping us elevate our contestants' preparation journey for Miss America. The road to becoming a teacher is challenging, but every question is worth it. The questions asked by students are ones that drive the learning process for students and teachers. Presenting her story titled The Cycle, please welcome Miss Coos County, Quinn Earl.
Merriam-Webster defines a teacher as one whose occupation it is to instruct. But it's not the instructions that are hard. It's the questions. Questions like, Miss Ileana, do you have a pencil? Miss Ileana, do you have a Chromebook charger? Miss Ileana, why you always gotta be such an knob? And then it's my turn. Did you complete the homework? Can you please stop touching each other? Why are you building a human pyramid in my classroom? The cycle continues. Miss Ileana, I'm gay. How do I tell my parents? Miss Ileana, my dad died. How am I gonna move on without him? Miss Ileana, I was raped at a party. What am I gonna do now? These questions are not answered in the state standards or the curriculum, but in the lived experiences of my students. Miss Ileana, I got an A. Can you believe it? Miss Ileana, I'm going to college. Do you think my parents will be proud? Miss Ileana, did I ever say thank you? These questions arise as students and teachers build their relationships throughout the year. These questions have been asked in my classroom and will be asked again as I continue my career. But my hope is that someday the darkest questions will be eliminated from the cycle. Merriam-Webster defines a teacher as one whose occupation it is to instruct. But it's not the instructions that are hard. It's the questions.
Thank you, Quinn. And a huge thank you to Crafted by Kellen for sponsoring the most fabulous crown cases for our Miss Oregon and Miss Oregon's team. Kellen's attention to detail and craftsmanship ensures our title holders' crowns are beautifully protected and travel in style wherever they go. Beyond the crown cases, Kellen also provided some wonderful goodies for our workshop swag bags, making each title holder feel a little extra special. Thank you, Kellen, for your creativity, dedication, and for helping us make every queen feel like royalty. Hanging up her point shoes for the night, this jazz solo is as smooth as velvet and just as striking. Self-choreographed, this piece pulls inspiration from the song's moody elegance and that irresistible beat that makes your toes tap before you even notice. So sit back, let the rhythm take over, and enjoy the sparkle, soul, and swing of Black and Gold by Miss Lane County, Maya Cash.
Stars fell out of the sky. My tears rolled into the ocean. Now I'm looking for a reason why you even set my world into motion. Cause you're not really there. The stars don't even matter. Now I'm feeling to the top of the air. It's all just the buzz of matter. Cause you're not really there. I don't wanna be either. I wanna be next to you. Black and gold, black and gold, black and gold. I don't wanna be either. I wanna be next to you. Black and gold, black and gold, black and gold.
Thank you, Maya. We want to extend a huge thank you to Fultano's Pizza and Bowl and Gear Heart for hosting a fantastic evening of fun for our Miss Oregon and Miss Oregon's team delegates. Your warm hospitality, delicious pizza, and exciting bowling lanes made for an unforgettable night of laughter and camaraderie. It's wonderful to have a local business like Fultano's Pizza and Bowl that supports our delegates and provides opportunities for them to bond and create lasting memories. Thank you, Fultana's Pizza and Bowl, for being a fantastic partner and for making our evening extra special. We cannot wait to visit again very soon. Have you ever been doubted by a teacher? Sharing her story wearing a gown that she created herself, Catherine Wynn will be telling a story about a journey to a place that she thought she would only visit in books. Welcome, Miss City of Bridges.
Going into school without knowing English, I felt like such an outsider. As an ESL student for 10 years, it was more than just the language barrier. It was the feeling that everyone around me understood something that I didn't. Even as I got more comfortable with the language, I was so scared to use my voice. I sought refuge in books, and with the turn of a page, my siblings and I would transport to these dazzling cities of wonder. New York City, what a dream to dance under the Times Square lights, a world where people from every single walk of life came together in a beautiful chorus of every single language to have ever been spoken. And then the reality outside of books, standing in front of the courthouse that one awful Tuesday morning. Standing in front of me, the drunk driver from 2 nights before. My sister, she succumbed to her injuries and was pronounced dead upon arrival to the hospital that night. My parents, their hearts decorated with the pain of not knowing what everyone else in the room had already known that day. Tammy, I promise that your story is too important to be left untold and unfinished. I promise to find my voice to tell the stories of those like us who were overlooked and underestimated. It's been 9 years since I've made that promise. Stepping off the 1 train onto the 116 subway station, I see the sign that reads Columbia University. Not only did I make it to the #1 school of education, but I'm now using my voice to teach students to find their stories. What's your story?
Thank you, Catherine. A lashtastic shout out goes to our incredible sponsor, Looking Pretty by KK. They are here to help you bat those lashes with confidence. Say goodbye to mascara mayhem and hello to effortless beauty. With their professional lash extension services, you can wink, blink, and flaunt your fabulous lashes, all while going mascara free. Thank you, Looking Pretty by KK, for supporting the Miss Oregon Scholarship Program and for helping all of our contestants feel lashtastic as they light up the stage. Embrace the lash revolution and let your eyes do the talking with Looking Pretty by KK. After the loss of her grandmother, she hopes to inspire those who have ever felt alone to persevere, find strength, and hold on to their dreams. Singing Out Here on My Own by Irene Cara, please welcome Alyssa DiFilippo.
Sometimes I wonder where I've been. Who do I it's hard alone out here on my own. When I'm down and feeling blue, I close my eyes so I can feel you. Oh, baby, be strong for me. Baby, belong to me. Help me through. Help me. Sometimes I wonder where I've been. Who I am. Do I may not win, but I can't be thrown out here on my own. On my
Thank you, Alyssa. Each of the delegates in the Miss Oregon program must begin their quest for the Miss America crown by entering a local or regional competition. The Miss Oregon program sincerely thanks the local organizations who hold competitions throughout the state and our mentors who support our regional competition winners. Please browse through your program books this week to see all of our amazing locals and information on the scholarship dollars that they offer to their local delegates. It is through their dedication and commitment that all of the young women of Oregon have the opportunity to participate in the nation's largest scholarship program for women. Let's clap for that. We also are proud to acknowledge all of our local directors, committee, and board members, as well as our mentors. And we ask you all to please stand and show so that we can show you our appreciation. Thank you to our local directors, boards, and volunteers. One of life's greatest beauties is the ability to have fun and embrace moments of joy. Tarantella in A minor by Albert Pazanka captures that spirit through its energy, dramatic flair, and depiction of a fast, playful chase. This classical piece holds special meaning for our next delegate, who brings her own personal rendition to the stage. She hopes that you find the same joy in listening as she does in performing it. Please welcome Miss Sunstone, Maya Joyce. Thank you, Maya. The next sponsor shout out goes to the lady who does it all with a little bit of sparkle. Kirsten White of Custom Made has been a longtime sponsor, and we thank her for offering her services throughout our title holders' years of service and for our pageant community at large. Find the Custom Made display in the Nicanicum West room through the lobby and connect with Kirsten for your apparel hopes and dreams. Thank you, Custom Made. Let's also give a big shout out to Dr. Lenisar of Lenisar Dental Excellence. As a dentist based in Astoria, Dr. Lenisar is your go-to source for top-notch dental care. Dr. Lenisar offers Miss Oregon and Miss Oregon's teen 2 full years of dental care, giving our title holders the confidence to light up the stage with their winning smiles. Thank you again, Dr. Lenisar. Growing up as the quiet middle child, it never had occurred to her that she one day could hold center stage. In her final year as a Miss Delegate and inspired by so many who have taken up the mic and to be bold and brave, Carol Way is humbled to share her story and hopes that you all enjoy her original slam poetry performance in honor of historic women on whose shoulders we stand, titled Ladies for Liberty. This is Carol Way, Portland Metro.
We, the people, begins the Constitution. Yet did we mention people like me, you see? We, I could never be, you see. That we which sail through seas, ignorant of ladies in search of liberties, and people of color seeking recognition for their humanity. Among those of us today who can say that on America's first Independence Day would still be recognized as they, by every ounce of their humanity, without loss of dignity, at a time when we, the people, were not all people. Why does that we keep people like me without the right to vote, the right to be, neither to belong, neither to believe in self-sovereignty, or to be seated at the table where decisions are made and the law is laid? Among those self-evident truths, that all men are created equal, where women like Sojourner Truth and the notorious Ruth, who forged the path for people like me to be recognized as part of that we. Now you see me standing on this stage, thanks to centuries of change, upon shoulders which did not cave, until these unalienable rights to life and liberty were shared, so that all could be we, so that all could be free. For I surely would not be in this room today without the determined efforts of men and women who kept dreams alive, dreams of equal citizenship. God bless America.
Thank you, Carol. We are excited to give a shout out to Mr. Formal of Portland for dressing our Master of Ceremonies, Drew Carney. Their impeccable formal wear ensures that Drew looks sharp and sophisticated for Miss Oregon. Located in the waterfront neighborhood of Southeast Portland, Mr. Formal boasts the most extensive collection of formal apparel in the Pacific Northwest and is the largest of its 4 stores. Touch and try on selections and explore swatches of colors and fabrics to perfectly match your vision without feeling overwhelmed. Thank you, Mr. Formal, for providing outstanding formal wear and for ensuring that Drew looks and feels his best as he hosts Miss Oregon this year. Pretty Young Thing, or PYT, is a high-energy hit for Michael Jackson's iconic Thriller album. With its infectious beat and timeless appeal, it remains a dance floor favorite. Performing a jazz routine to PYT, please welcome Malia Morgan, Emerald Valley.
Where did you come from, baby? In school, won't you take me down my way? Won't you, baby? Tell the Rudy you got to be. I can make your sugar fly with me. Don't you know now is the perfect time? We can make it right with the city lights. Then tonight is the love thing. Let me take you to the max. I want to love you. Pretty young thing, you need some loving. To the loving care. Now, take it down. Take it down. Yes.
And that concludes tonight's competition in talent. What do you think, audience? Let's hear it. Thank you to Lena for leading us through a stellar showcase and co-emceeing with me throughout the week. It was such a treat.
So how about it one more time? We've seen the talent, we've seen the fitness, we've seen them answer all those hard-hitting questions. How about a big round of applause for all the delegates so far tonight?
Well, the room is full of energy and each delegate has been fantastic. I think it's time for a little bit of a stretch break. But before we head to intermission, don't forget to take a look at the silent auction and bid for your favorites in the lobby.
Yes, keep in mind all the money raised from the silent auction night will go to support the scholarship fund. The bidding closes at 8:45, so the time is running out on that. Definitely get your bids in sooner versus later.
When we return, we'll reveal the top 5 Miss delegates who are just one step closer to claiming the crown of Miss Oregon 2025.
Yes, we're getting down to the nitty-gritty, gang. Quick break time. We'll be back up on the stage in just a few minutes.
You're taking my hand instead of taking my crown. I'm tangled all three wrong wings every time.
Welcome back to the 2025 Miss Oregon Finals Competition. The beat is back, the spotlight is bright, and it's time to honor the legacy that keeps our rhythm strong as we welcome to the stage our forever Miss Oregons in the beloved Forever Parade.
Let's start with Miss Oregon 1982, Laura Mathis. Miss Oregon 1984, Renee Cleland. Miss Oregon 1986, Jana DeCarli. Miss Oregon 1987, Tammy Wallace. Miss Oregon 1993, Beth McShane. Miss Oregon 2012, Nicole Zahner. Miss Oregon 2015, Alexis Wallace. Miss Oregon 2017, Harley Emery. Miss Oregon 2018, Taylor Crawford. She's the taller one. And Miss Oregon 2023, Allison Burt. Can we get a big round of applause for our forever Miss Oregons one more time? We are honored to have them here with us tonight. Great job, gang. Maybe we had one future Miss Oregon up here on the stage as well, right? Last time, one more time as they leave the stage. Big round of applause. Forever Miss Oregon. I'm really just asking that applause to buy a little time for my co-host to get back out this way. You just heard her name called a moment ago, Miss Oregon 2015. How about another round of applause for my co-host tonight, Allie Wallace. All right, Allie, we're going to jump into the next phase of the competition here. And I know that I believe that's the evening wear competition.
Yes, thank you, Drew. Welcome to the highly anticipated phase of the competition. We're rounding out tonight with evening wear. Here we have the honor of witnessing the exceptional poise, grace, and impeccable fashion sense of our finalists. It's time to set the stage aglow with shimmering lights and let the music fill the air. We begin with Marion Polk, Josie Carstensen. City of Roses, Zinnia Sirachman. Northwestern, Sarah White. Lynn Benton, Emily Redling. Coos County, Quinn Earl. Lane County, Maya Cash. City of Bridges, Catherine Wynn. Southern Jewel, Alyssa DiFilippo. Sunstone, Maya Joyce. Portland Metro, Carol Way. Emerald Valley, Malia Morgan. And that completes our phases of competition for our top 11 Miss Oregon finalists. Let's give them a round of applause. We would like to present our 2 non-finalist awards this evening. Please welcome to the stage the non-finalist on-stage question winner. Once I get that envelope. Thank you. This dress is way too tight to bend over it. All right. Our first Miss Oregon 2025 non-finalist interview award winner is Miss Umpqua Valley, Julissa Lenderos. And the winner of our non-finalist on-stage question award is Miss Tri-Valley, Kaylin Saladay. Congratulations, ladies. All right. Miss Oregon would be nothing without its generous sponsors throughout the state and locally right here in Seaside. We want to thank the remarkable hotels providing accommodations for our esteemed judges this week. Thank you to Inn at Seaside, the Salt Line, Rivertide Suites, Ebb Tide, High Tide, Ocean Front Motel, Lanai at the Cove, and Gearhart by the Sea. Show your support for Miss Oregon and our community by choosing one of these sponsor hotels the next time you visit the enchanting coastline from Seaside to Gearhart.
I feel like with this second half dress, the red dress, I feel like I need to be on this side of you so I'm not stepping on your dress. Feel safer that way. Hey, someone else who's been spending the weekend and some of the past few days down here in Seaside is our current Miss Oregon's teen. We're going to invite her back up here to the stage because she has a very interesting skill set to display for you here tonight. Can you welcome her back up to the stage with a round of applause? I'm talking about Kendall Ray Bartz and her little friend.
All right, Sarah, are you ready to do this? Well, I guess. You guess? Sarah, what are you even talking about? Well, I'm just tired of singing. I don't want to show off no more. I don't want to sing tunes no more. I don't want to stand on stools no more. I don't want to show off. You know what? I don't want to wear this no more. Be the ventriloquist no more. But their signature kiss no more. I don't want to show off. Don't try to control me. I made up my mind. And that's it. I quit. I'm leaving it all behind. I don't wanna be cute no more. Make the judges hoot no more. I don't want to hit on my dick anymore. I don't wanna show off. She don't wanna show off no more. Nothing. Make the judges who's no more. Page 3. Get the glowing reviews no more. I don't wanna show off. She don't wanna show off. She don't wanna show off. She don't wanna show off no more. Off no more. Off no more. Not me. Well, Sarah, guess you'll have to go back in the bag. All right, it's time to call the raffle winners for our raffle from the American Heart Association fundraiser. The winner of this will receive 2 VIP tickets to the Miss Oregon after party tonight.
Do you trust me pulling the number out or Allie more? Want to see Allie pull it out? I think so. All right, I'll shake it. You can jump in and pull it out.
All right, let's see. Do you trust me to read it or do you trust him to read it?
You read it. I trust you to read it.
All right. The winner is number 984801.
Now, maybe you have to pull out your tickets to see if you have the other winning half. You guys have your raffle tickets ready to go here? We're going to read it one more time, and then we're going to move on.
984801.
That's quite the reaction.
Did we get someone?
Do you really have the number? What is? We'll read it a third time just for you, sir.
984801.
All right, you're going to the after party. You're going to the after party. In fact, let's go there right now. Let's go. Oh, we can't go yet. We still have a lot of business to take care of.
Yes, we do. But before that, this year's newly crowned Miss Oregon will receive a one-of-a-kind handmade necklace designed exclusively by the Sunstone store. This is going to be this necklace is crafted with forged sterling silver and has a sparkling diamond set in 14-karat yellow gold and a vibrant peachy Oregon sunstone, our state's official gem. This piece is as meaningful as it is beautiful. We're so grateful to the Sunstone store for celebrating Oregon's natural beauty and honoring our title holder with such an exquisite keepsake. Thank you for your craftsmanship, generosity, and support.
All right. We just saw her up on stage a moment ago doing her fantastic talent and her fantastic act. Let's welcome her back up with another round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Oregon Teen 2024, Kendall Ray Bartz. So, Kendall, we're going to pepper you with some questions here.
Okay.
I think the first one is probably the one a lot of people are asking out there. Ventriloquism. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. Ventriloquism.
Yes.
Well, how'd you pick up that talent? How'd you learn that?
Well, firstly, I would like to let everyone know I learned that song yesterday. So I'm sorry if it was a little rough. But my younger sister, Peyton, she wanted me to say her name, taught me that. She's been doing ventriloquism for 5 or 6 years now. And when I was in desperate need of a pageant talent, she decided to teach me ventriloquism. And Sarah is actually Peyton's puppet. She's not mine, but sometimes we get to sing with our puppets together. She's a puppet named Darcy, and it's super fun to get to do that together.
Your sister's like in 7th grade with this talent?
When she started it, she was 9 years old when she started,
gracious.
and she's 15 now.
Wow, okay.
Wow.
Very cool.
Well, it didn't look like you just learned it yesterday. I gotta admit, I was like, is there a track going over this? Because I swear, there's no movement up there in that smile.
Thank you.
So we've been getting to know each other backstage in the dressing room, and you were just telling me about your platform, your CSI, which you're very proud and very dedicated to. Do you mind sharing with the audience a little bit about that?
Absolutely. My community service initiative is Living to Lead, inspiring today's youth to become tomorrow's leaders. When I was Crown Miss Oregon's teen, I had all these big ideas and plans for my community service initiative, but I ended up moving to Oklahoma only a month after I was crowned, so I didn't get to act out all of them. And as I was in Oklahoma, I was kind of bummed because I thought I wasn't doing as great of a job as I could have. And then this week, I really realized that I've made an impact just living out my CSI through my life. Being a leader in my own life has really inspired everybody I've ran into in Oklahoma and all the girls back here in Oregon, because they always come up to me and say that I'm such an inspiration to them and all these things I'm doing and handling. And I'm working at a summer camp this summer with kids, which is exactly what I want to do. And so it's not about how I present myself on Instagram or if I think everybody's seeing what I want them to, but really for me, leadership is being that leader and being that mentor and just hoping those people get those little snippets of it.
Very well done. So it sounds like you're having a good freshman year of college, or you had a good freshman year of college. There had to be some challenges, though. It's always a challenge to go off to college. So can you talk about some of those?
Absolutely. So I don't know anybody that lives in Oklahoma except for a first cousin that I just met 1 year ago. And so I went there knowing absolutely nobody. So that was scary on its own because my parents, they brought me to school, dropped me off, left. And then I started school all by myself. I started the rowing team, and I needed a way to pay for college, so I also enlisted in the Oklahoma National Guard, and I'm contracted through the Oklahoma State Reserve Officer Training Corps in the Army as well. So I had all... Thank you. So I had all of this going on while I was also trying to be Miss Oregon's teen, and it was a little bit overwhelming,
But through all of this, I learned that I just have to give 100% as long as I can. And there's not really any time for me to give up because this is when I'm young and this is when I can do all of those things. And so this is the time for me to be an inspiration to other people to show that they can do it and you can do hard things and you can do lots of things and anything you set your mind to is possible.
I'm going to ask for a bigger round of applause. How about a huge round of applause for Kendall Ray Bartz, our Miss Oregon's Teen 2024. Fantastic work tonight with the ventriloquism. Great job answering all the questions. Thank you once again for being here tonight.
Thank you so much.
All right, next order of business here tonight, Allie. We're getting down to the nitty gritty. This is a big one, a big moment in the show here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting ready to announce our top 5 to see who will be our next Miss Oregon. All right, Allie, I'm going to hand it over to you. You've got the next part of this.
Yes.
Top 5 in your hand. What do you got for us here?
Yes, well, let's first start by bringing out our top 10. Come on out, ladies, and let's give them a warm round of applause. All right, audience. Who do you think's making it into our top 5? I want to hear names. Let's get...
A little slower. I'm having a hard time. Who are you saying? Yeah, I think some of those names are on the list, actually. So here we go.
All right, our first contestant moving in to top 5 is Miss Southern Jewel, Alyssa Diafilippo.
All right, next up here, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Emerald Valley, Malia Morgan.
Joining them next is Miss Lane County, Maya Cash.
Eight great contestants, 8 great delegates still on the stage here with us. We can only call 2 more names, though. Next to last name called here tonight. Are you ready for it? Miss Northwestern Sarah White.
All right, last name, audience. Let's hear it. Who do you think's joining them next? Rounding out our top 5 is Miss Lynn Benton, Emily Redling.
Before we go any further, I really want to hear a loud round of applause for the rest of our delegates who are about to take off from the stage here tonight. Ladies, it was a pleasure to watch you in action here tonight. Congratulations on a great run, and thank you for joining us. You may exit the stage as we move on to the next round. All right, the next round of competition is the final conversation. So the 5 finalists will stay right here with us. They're going to take a seat. We're going to call them up one by one so they can answer another round of hard-hitting questions. The final conversation, once again, like it did with the teen competition, will give our judges a sense of how these women handle their composure in this last few minutes of the competition. You know it's getting down to the nitty-gritty. It's down to a fantastic 5. One of you will walk away with the crown. This could play a big role in that. Who or which delegate will handle this job the best?
All right, well, we'll start off with our first delegate, Miss Southern Jewel, Alyssa Diafilippo. Alyssa, you may pick a number.
I get to go first.
Yes.
Number 1.
Not every appearance will feel comfortable. How would you represent Miss Oregon with grace in a situation that challenged your comfort zone?
One of my greatest strengths is being able to connect with people. I've been able to make so many relationships, so many sisters in this program, and I know that as Miss Oregon, I will be able to do the same. Regardless if we agree or disagree, I'm able to connect with people unlike anyone else. Thank you.
Thank you. Up next, Miss Emerald Valley, Malia Morgan. And Malia?
Number 4.
Number 4. The role of Miss Oregon will push you in a new and unexpected ways. What personal value or mantra will anchor you through unfamiliar or high-pressure situations?
My REACH acronym, to recognize my feelings and embrace them, is something that I will champion as Miss Oregon. And it's something that I will also encourage my sisters and my community to do as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Malia. Up next, Miss Lane County, Maya Cash.
Number 3, please.
Number 3. Strong title holders are also strong communicators. How would you ensure clear professional collaboration with the Miss Oregon Board and volunteers throughout your year of service?
I truly believe to lead is to love. And as Miss Oregon, you are a leader, you are a communicator, and you are an example for others. I love others deeply, and that's exactly why I attend New Hope Christian College as a pastoral studies major. I believe that even though this is my first year within the organization, all of my life has prepared me for this moment to communicate well and to lead well. Thank you.
Thank you. Next up, Miss Northwestern, Sarah White.
Number 2.
Number 2. Contestant recruitment is crucial to the program's future. What would your marketing plan look like to inspire more women across Oregon to compete?
I would connect this organization and what we offer with their goals. Young women are so ambitious these days. The women on the stage, we all want to be doctors or lawyers or artists. And so talking to those women and connecting what Miss Oregon offers in those soft skills, communication, things that are so relevant, and showing them that this is training that you can't get just in your average studies. This is that next level to take you where you want to go.
Thank you, Sarah. And our final contestant, Miss Lynn Benton, Emily Redling.
Number 5.
The Miss Oregon platform is a powerful one. How would you use it to amplify voices and stories that aren't always heard, especially outside of your own CSI?
When I think about the legacy that I want to leave behind with my title as Miss Oregon, I think that I want to be the one that has the most successful business plan, because first and foremost, this is a job. And doing this, I will connect with those in the community because I believe in the power of shared experience and shared connection. I truly think that it's important to be in the community with our young folk and to be able to communicate at any age level, because this is how we reach those people and how we grow our program as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Emily. And let's give one more round of applause to our top 5 Miss. And that is the end of the competition this evening. It's done. The judges are filling out their final ballots to decide who will be crowned Miss Oregon 2025. Each judge will rank the delegates based on who they each feel is most qualified for the position of Miss Oregon.
All right, yeah, big decisions to be made here tonight. Before we get to that, the Miss Oregon Scholarship Program, if you didn't know, as part of the Miss America Opportunity, is proud to recognize the national partnership between Miss America's Scholarship Foundation and Miss America's Teen with the American Heart Association's Go Red for Women movement. That serves as the organization's national health thought leader, so a great partnership right there.
Our national partnership with the American Heart Association's Go Red for Women movement stands as a powerful alliance. Together, we have three initial goals: raise awareness, education, and fundraising. Tonight, we invite you to join us in this mission. Thank you for standing with us to support this important cause, empowering women and strengthening our communities.
All right. I promise you, we are down to the final minutes of tonight's event and tonight's competition. But before we go any further, we want to recognize one last time Miss Oregon's teen for 2024, who has turned in a fantastic year of service. She's fulfilled her mission here. She's been so impactful, not only for herself, but for the people that she's come in contact with over the last year. How about it one more time, ladies and gentlemen, for Kendall Ray Parts.
What is a legacy? It's a question I've asked myself often throughout this past year. A legacy isn't just what we leave behind, it's the impact we make while we're here. It's the hearts we touch, the voices we uplift, and the courage we inspire in others to dream a little bit bigger. When I was crowned Miss Oregon's teen, I didn't fully understand the weight of this crown. I thought it was about representing my state with poise, wearing the sash proudly, and showing up with a smile. But what I've learned is that legacy is built in the quiet moments. It's built while I'm holding a young girl's hand while we watch race cars, using my voice to speak up for what matters, and growing into the woman I never imagined I could become. This year has been filled with milestones, both on stage and off, but more than anything, it has been a journey of purpose. I've grown in ways that are hard to put into words, shaped by the people I've met, the stories I've heard, and the challenges I've faced with determination and heart. To the Miss Oregon organization, thank you for believing in me and equipping me with the tools that go far beyond pageantry. Thank you for helping me deal with the challenges of living all the way across the country, and thank you for never giving up on me, even when it would have been easier to do so. You've continually pushed me to become the best version of myself. To my family, thank you for pushing me to be strong and independent. My mom always told me that pageants are my thing and not hers. I'm glad that I always have you for ideas and inspiration when I need it, but also that you trust me enough to do things on my own and let this be my thing. You all were there in the quiet moments when the world wasn't watching, lifting me up as I doubted myself and reminding me of who I am. This crown may be mine to wear, but it belongs to you too. To Audrey, you were my first ever miss and the person who got me into this program. I bring this up often, but thank you for being a leader in my life and teaching me how to be a true friend. Abigail Hoppy, my forever Miss Oregon. I look up to you all the time. Even though our time together got cut short and our conversations were few and far between, I truly admire who you are as a person and all that you've done. You're exactly who I want to be when I grow up. To my fellow title holders, you really are my sisters. We've shared laughter, nerves, encouragement, dresses, lipstick, socks, you name it. You've reminded me that this community is built on the strength we find in one another. To my successor, get ready for the adventure of a lifetime. Wear this title with grace, kindness, and courage. Use it to amplify your voice, to chase your purpose, and to lift others as you rise. This crown does not define you, but what you do with it absolutely will. As I take my final walk tonight, I do so with deep pride and a full heart. Thank you, Oregon, for trusting me to represent you. Though this chapter is closing, my journey of impact is just beginning. With all my love and gratitude, Kendall Ray Bartz, Miss Oregon's Teen 2024.
All right, audience. You know what time it is. Have you picked your winner? Yeah? I wasn't that convinced by that. Can we hear a little louder? Who do you think's winning Miss Oregon Teen 2025? All right.
Envelope says teen runners-up and new title holder.
If we could please have our teen top 5 step forward. Congratulations to all of our teen delegates this year. We will begin by announcing our top 3 placements.
Now looking over my shoulder, right?
We'll begin with our second runner-up, who will receive a $1,000 scholarship. And our second runner-up is Abby Taylor, Miss Evergreen's teen.
How about it? Louder for Abby. First runner-up, receiving a $1,750 scholarship. $1,750. First runner-up is Shaylin Bangs, Miss Southern Gems teen. How about it again for Shaylin? Let's hear it. And then there were 3. And one of these young ladies will be our next Miss Oregon's teen, receiving a scholarship of $5,000.
The next name I call will be Miss Oregon's Teen 2025. And she is Mila Pearl, Miss Portland Metro's teen. Congratulations, Mila.
Miss Oregon's Teen 2025. Mila Pearl, ladies and gentlemen, congratulations. All right, our teen delegates are exiting the stage so they can clear the way and make way on the stage for the Miss Oregon class of 2025. They're going to shine on the stage one more time here tonight.
All right, let's give another round of applause to our Miss and Teen contestants. They were fantastic this week. We'd like to take this time to announce some more special awards and give out some more scholarships. We have our delegates back on stage, and we're ready for the envelope.
All right. Saturday, Miss Special Awards.
Ooh.
That's the right envelope. You'd all like a little more scholarship money, right? This is a good thing to do right now? Okay, great. We'll get on it then. All right. Oh, first thing we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to recognize our Heart of Oregon winner. We did mention before that we would hear about this at this point in the program. We said that we would announce their name after they competed in the finals competition. And here we are, ready to name the 2025 Heart of Oregon recipient. That one. Not that one.
Oh, this one.
Oh, it's the People's Choice. The Heart of Oregon winner is from Lane County, Maya Cash.
At today's scholarship brunch, we heard from our 3 Miss finalists about their initiatives they have chosen to advocate for as their community service initiative. If the 3 finalists could please step forward. The exciting thing about this award is all 3 of them will be receiving scholarship money.
All right, third place is going to get $500 in scholarship, awarded by the Cook family. We thank the Cook family for that $500 scholarship. And it goes to, representing the City of Bridges, Catherine Wynn. How about it for Catherine one more time? Second place in this category receives a $1,000 scholarship thanks to Allison Cook. We thank you, Allison, for that. And it goes to, representing Northwestern, how about it for Sarah White? I guess you know what this means. $1,500 scholarship going to our first place winner. The scholarship award, by the way, is thanks to the Burke family in honor of Miss Oregon 2023, Allison Burke. And yes, there she goes, Kaylin Saladay, Miss Tri-Valley, our first place finisher in this category, taking home that $1,500 scholarship.
Our next award is the Overall Interview Award. The winner and recipient of a $500 scholarship presented by Shivali Kadam, Miss Oregon 2019. And the winner is Miss Northwestern, Sarah Wise. The 2025 Miss Congeniality Award is voted on by the delegates. The winner of the Miss Congeniality Award and recipient of a $500 scholarship in honor of Sophia Takala, Miss Oregon 2022 is Miss Pacific Shores, Lindsay Varga.
How about it for Lindsay one more time? Let's hear it. As we make our way now into the very final moments of this competition and this evening, we want to thank all of you, of course, for being here tonight. We want to thank all of you for sharing your talents with us and for competing here tonight. We definitely want to make sure that you check your email after this is all over to make sure that you won any silent auction items, that you get those silent auction items. We'll be emailing the winners to notify you about any silent auction items that you may have won. Also, our after party is happening after this, so hopefully we'll see all of you at the after party. And now it is time for a little crowning.
Yes, now audience, have you picked your winner? Okay, we're not going to open this ballot until we're really convinced you picked your winner. Let's hear it one more time. Have you picked your winner? All right. Let's have our finalists, our top 5 finalists, step forward.
Anticipation building. Nerves at an all-time high for the evening. We are about to witness a little history here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Get ready as we count down to the crowning moment here this evening.
Looks like our auditors have finished tabulating. We've got the envelope, and now we're ready.
All right.
We have our top 5.
We have our top 5 in place. They're ready to go. The history of the Miss Oregon Scholarship, by the way, continues tonight with one of these remarkable women standing here in our top 5, about to put on the crown. Ladies, I should ask you, are you ready for this? No more intermissions? No more intermissions. No more breaks? We have another song and dance routine we could do. No, get to it. All right. Starting to give me the evil eyes. All right. We're going to begin, Allie, I believe, with the 4th runner-up.
4th runner-up who will receive a $2,000 scholarship, and she is Malia Morgan, Miss Emerald Valley.
All right, 3rd runner-up, receiving a $2,500 scholarship. 3rd runner-up tonight is Miss Lynn Benton Emily Redling.
The 2nd runner-up and the recipient of a $3,000 scholarship is Sarah White, Miss Northwestern.
And then there were 2. I mean, mistakes happen, but this is the part of the night where you do not make a mistake reading off a name.
Oh,
you make
no,
sure
no.
that you have this correct. And I am staring right at the winner here tonight.
Ladies, will you please step into our spotlight? I know you're having your moment. I'm so sorry to interrupt. I just wanted to make sure.
They were having a moment. Keep in mind the winner of Miss Oregon 2025 receives a prize package worth over $150,000 in eligible scholarship money, other awards, and other gifts, including a $15,000 scholarship in honor of Miss Oregon 1959, Carlin Matson Campbell. The 1st runner-up, by the way, receives a $4,000 scholarship.
The next name I am going to say will be your Miss Oregon 2025. And she is Maya Cash, Miss Lane County.
The winners in our Miss Oregon and Miss Oregon's teen competitions here tonight. Let's get a big round of applause for them one more time.
And
I was going to say yes.
And congratulations to our first runner-up, Alyssa DiFilippo.
Alyssa DiFilippo was your first runner-up, receiving $4,000 in scholarship money. Not a bad place to finish in second place, ladies and gentlemen. What a night.
Thank you for supporting all of our amazing delegates, sponsors, and the entire town of Seaside.
Can I get a big round of applause for my co-host tonight, Allie Wallace? Fantastic job by Miss Oregon 2015. My name is Drew Carney. Happy to be here with you all tonight. Hope to see you at the after party. And congratulations again to our crowning winners.
From Seaside, thank you and good night.